Week 9 matchup. We're going to call it a Week 9 matchup between Team Great and Team Vi. Team Great currently sitting in the bubble. They have a chance to make the playoffs if they can 2-0 this match right here. There are still some other things that have to happen for them to be able to follow through on that, but the number one step is right here, right now, getting a 2-0. It's going to be tough to do, though, against Team Vi, a team that's been very strong throughout the split. While their record might not show it, when they turn on the Jets, they are very difficult to beat. Week 9 matchup, we're going to start up with, on the blue side for Game 1, is going to be Team Vi, with Frontlash in the top lane, Sir Everett's in the jungle, General Dill is the mid laner, and then Sadistic and Merriman bot lane. On the opposite side of the rift, we're going to have Bounty 1012 in the top lane, Irion as the jungler, Sandario mid lane, and then Simplex subbing as AD carry with the Woodbrooks as support. I apologize, we're missing picks and bans right now because I'm rattling on. Really quick before we touch all of that, I did just want to introduce my co-caster today. I am joined with Sebastian the Light Pulse 94 Alarcon.
What up, what up? Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good game today. Both teams, I mean, every single W counts. Playoff picture is still not set in stone, so, you know, any W's that these teams can get so far to get them in a better position will definitely always be welcome.
Yes.
So,
and
yeah.
Just to run you down the pick bans, we see a very target ban-oriented ban stage. With the Fiora banned against Frontlash, with the Malzahar banned against Woodbrooks, with the Tryndamere banned against Irion, the Twitch banned against Sadistic, what we have bans, the Rumble ban against Frontlash, and the ZF ban against Sandario. Every ban right now, heavy target ban. Before the first pick, Lux coming in, presumed General Dill in the mid lane, and then going to see a Soraka Warwick. I think this is going to be the first Warwick we've seen. If not the first Warwick, I do believe it would be the first with the new Warwick, post the rework.
I think so. I'm not 100%. And on the other side, we have a Poppy Jinx coming off from the side of Team Vi. So Frontlash is going to be on that Poppy. That's pretty scary, all things considered. It's
really the main tank option that Frontlash plays, but I know he plays it very well. It's going to be it can counter what Warwick is looking to do fairly well. If you get a good time steadfast presence with a Poppy, you can cancel out the Warwick, which is never a bad counterplay to have.
No, absolutely not. And we're going to be looking at a Jinx, so it's going to be a Jinx Soraka lane. What?
The Soraka is for Team Great, the Jinx is for Team Vi.
No, I'm sorry, the Caitlyn Soraka. I said Caitlyn. I thought I said Caitlyn.
Nah, I said Jinx.
Okay, and the Wukong coming out.
Ooh.
So, I'm not exactly sold on the Wukong pick. I don't know if it's going into the jungle or going into the top lane, but Wukong doesn't exactly have the best time against Poppy, because the steadfast presence will mitigate all of that. I believe it's called Cloud Strike or something like that. Something like that, because he
hold up. We have a Lux, a Lulu, and a Jaina. I know what they're doing. Team Vi is going for the Star Guardian game.
Are you serious?
It's gonna have to be a Poppy jungle.
It's gonna be a Poppy jungle, yeah, and then
a Lulu top, because they have the Jaina, the Jinx, the Lulu, Poppy, and Lux with Star Guardian skins.
Oh my! That's so troll.
I'm messaging General Dill right now.
That's so troll. Okay. So strike that. Wukong is actually a really good pick at this point, because I don't think Lulu can actually... I mean, Lulu can has a lot of zone potential in the top lane, but against the Wukong that's going to constantly be in your face a lot of the time, he has to make sure that he lands these abilities well enough to where he can win the lane early. If he can, then I mean I'm more than certain that Frontlash is going to be able to do this. But if he cannot, Wukong's going to get really, really scary, really, really fast.
The one caveat that we didn't think of is what if it's a Lulu, of all things. I highly doubt it. But this team has played weirder stuff.
A Lulu jungle?
Yes.
I don't think that clear is actually good unless he goes AD.
I mean, you could go the AD on hit, attack speed, play it like an AD carry. It's certainly not the best option,
No.
but there are weirder things that have. And just so that the chat knows, it wasn't Annie that was picked up as the last pick for Team Great for Sam Delio. A good team fight mage for him that can bring some engage to it. Yeah, it's gonna be a new jungle, dude.
That's... I don't know about all that. They might switch at the last minute, you never know. Try and,
I mean, that's not to say that Frontlash won at the last minute, switch to Smite, and take the Poppy in the jungle and say, I'm jungling.
yeah, I mean,
Or even General Bill might even take the Lulu jungle. I don't know what's happening.
I think... Yeah, I don't know. I can't really say what's happening on the side of Team Vi, and until then, we can't really... It makes it hard to cast, because it's like they're trying out something so weird.
What we do know for sure is it's a Lux mid and a Jinx Janet bot lane. We know that much.
Okay, so...
Because there's no way...
He's going to take it in the jungle.
Sebastian, Adam just messaged me, my mic is coming in hot.
Okay. That.
I think General Bill's taking the Lulu jungle right here. That's honestly what I'm thinking. I know I've played with Sir Everett when he's playing the Lux. He's pretty good on it. Could get out some good DPS from way back. Does what Lux is supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely have the zone potential. They have the engage as well on the side of Team Great. They have the Warwick ultimate that they can go into. They have Bounding on the Wukong that can clone in while invisible and knock up a lot of their targets, which is good.
Yeah.
But it just really depends on how well Team Great does with those initiations. If Sam Delio is on the same page, because there have been a lot of comps in the past with the LCS that it's a really good engage comp, but no one was really on the same page, and it fell apart. So we're really gonna have to look at Team Great to use that to their advantage. And from what it's looking like, it is gonna be General Dill in the jungle, and Sir Everett is gonna go in the mid lane. It's gonna be interesting to see because Sir Everett has been everywhere. Everywhere this season.
All three of those people have been everywhere. General Dill played. Didn't he play some AD carry or no? That was a different thing.
Yeah.
So he's only played mid, but now he's gonna flex into the jungle.
Yeah.
And this is gonna be Sir Everett's third position.
Yeah, because he went top and now he's going mid lane.
Right. One of the things about Team Vi, I think it's one of their strong suits is the three of them, the top half of their map, if you will, Frontlash, Sir Everett, and General Dill. They all went to the same chapter, and they requested to play together because they know each other and they wanted to. I think that's one big advantage that they bring is that they play together so much that the three of them just have such good synergy, and then when that bot lane just meshes in with it and just kind of gets absorbed into the death ball that is Team Vi, it works really well for them.
Yeah, 100% agree. The team chemistry is there, but I mean they've had their fair share of losses, even with all that team chemistry. So it just really depends on how well. And it is going to be Elliot in the jungle. They're not going to try any top lane shenanigans
like they did last week, right?
It worked, but
it worked very well.
It worked, and I was mad at that it worked.
I think the biggest reason that they didn't wind up going for that was that the Trinity got banned out. Not that Elliot wouldn't be able to make something like that happen on different champions. I know he plays plenty of split push top laners, but that was the one that worked. So they got banned. They just said, you know what? Let's just stick to our roles and play how we play.
I don't know. It'll be interesting. I haven't seen really Elliot pick up the Warwick a lot. He's generally gone to the Sejuanis, to the Rengars. I think
his Diana's pretty.
His Diana's pretty spicy too.
He played it against us in one match, and while we won the game, like he was still able to one-shot our AD carry, and he did right at the end. And he was a good glimmer of hope for their team in that game, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, and actually talking about that, Diana wouldn't have been the worst pick here against a triple AP comp. And then Poppy brings the damage, but
You say triple AP, but real talk, I think General Dill's going attack speed AD. I really think so. So I don't really think it's a triple AD.
I guess it's
No, triple AP.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I mean, he could, but I just feel like the clear is going to be really rough with an AP Lulu. I should go on OP.GG and see what runes and stuff. And that could answer the question for him.
Yeah.
I don't mean OP.GG, I mean Lolmex's. OP.GG does it too.
Yeah, it does.
It works too, I forget.
Something else to note, Will Brooks is actually bringing out the Soraka.
Yeah, a new champ for him.
Yeah, I actually think that's a really, really good pickup. To be honest, because now he's gonna have a lot of attention on him. Because in a team fight you have to kill the Soraka first. If not, he's just gonna heal the carries and Warwick and everybody that engages forever. So I actually really, really like that pick. I hope that he knows how to kite. You know what I'm saying? Like I hope he kites enough to where if he has to leave the fight for maybe 10 seconds, 20 seconds, then leave the fight, let your carries work, and then come back once they're all low. Use the passive, utilize the passive, and get your redemption out early. And I just really hope his positioning is on point, because a great Soraka with great positioning can turn a team fight every single time. So we'll just have to see. It's different from what he's been usually playing on the Thresh, but I mean, I'm down to watch it.
Absolutely, and I think I've played with Will Brooks as a support plenty of times. He likes to stay in the back line, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that as a support. There are supports who prefer to be up in the mix of things. I'd be one of them when I play support, because I play like Morgana, who I engage with the ult a lot, and I play Alistair, and I play those champs that like to be in the fight, and Will likes being more on the background of things and being just kind of being a protector, and I think the Soraka pick fits that very well.
Yeah, he's been practicing it a lot, really, and you're right. They went for the Star Guardian 5. No,
Star Guardian 5.
Star Guardian 5. So troll. So troll, but it's fine. Yeah, I mean, Keystone wise, Lulu is gonna go Fervor of Battle.
So that is going to be like an attack speed on hit Lulu.
Yeah, so that's what it's looking like, and beyond that, not really anything else. Yeah.
One thing that we didn't really mention, there's good dive potential on the side of Team Great with the Wukong and the
We did talk about
Warwick. No, but there's a really good ability. Like Lulu has two very good abilities to counter that. She's very good at counter dive, whether it's the polymorph or whether it's her ult. I don't remember the name of that though. And those can do really well to disrupt both the Warwick and the Wukong. Because if Wukong dives in, you'll just polymorph and cool. And whoever Warwick ults, you can just ult that person and knock him out of it. So there's some good counterplay there with the Lulu pick, regardless of the build. That's just the kit that the champion has.
I think they're so cool. They all did the recall animation at the same time.
Yeah, I'm not in game yet, so you gotta cover the level.
Okay. I really don't see anybody. Invading level 1, and I'm gonna go ahead and fix up the lanes and whatnot.
Oh right.
Because that's a thing. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna really do a level 1. Warwick's not exactly that strong. Actually, I think this is one of the first times that we don't have an engaged style support in the
on either side.
Yeah, we don't have a Blitzcrank, we don't have a Thresh,
or a
Leona. Yeah, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a little bit of a passive game, because you have to think Elliot's not gonna probably want to gank until he gets level 6. Bounty could initiate a lot, but he's generally the type of player that stays top lane and tries to win lane by himself.
Absolutely.
So, it might be a very, very passive game, and we might be here for a while.
75 minutes like that OG
Good God.
Rocket game.
Good God. And that was game 1 too, wasn't it?
Oh my! And then the second game was 55 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh lord! If anybody in the stream has not watched the OG or Rocket series and you feel like watching League for 3 hours a night, watch that series. It's actually really good, and it shows you a lot of good information on how not to play Mac. Because there's some really good things and really bad things that both teams do in that series. So.
All right. So, what was the word on Dylan? I mean, he's taking Fervor, so I'm guessing he's going AD. But is that confirmed?
Absolutely. I couldn't see the runes.
Look at Samdelio just trading away. Sir Everett's not really respecting the early damage from Samdelio there.
General Bill's runes are 28.8% attack speed and 15.3 armor.
All right. Well,
I think
Rageblade.
Rageblade Lulu.
Yeah, possibly Wit's End as well. Wit's End wouldn't be too bad either.
And then Hurricane. I mean, I'm always down for a little bit of fun.
So it's looking like we're gonna have Samdelio though. Ooh, we got some really good trades, but I think Samdelio is winning these for the most part. Don't think Sir Everett's really. I mean, I'm not sure what Sir Everett's plays on his own time, but you know, Samdelio is an actual dedicated mid laner, so he may know. Yeah. He may have a couple more games of knowledge than Sir Everett's at this point in this matchup. So he definitely has to be careful that that you know he doesn't fall behind early.
The biggest thing about those trades is that while the trades are happening, and generally they've come out fairly even, to be honest. In the end, I think Samdelio comes out ahead because of the farm lead that he's going to accrue.
Bounty actually doing a lot of damage here, but Frontlash is going to actually get the charge. Oh, he accidentally flashes the auto attack. And a flash from Frontlash getting away from Elliot. Yeah, just little late on the trigger there, Ace, but it won't be too bad. I mean, he's only 8 farm down so far. He was trading really, really well.
Absolutely.
So, you know, maybe he'll take that to the bank a little bit.
This might be a dead Samdelio. Oh, after he turns the kill on Sir Everett.
Yeah.
General Dill is here, and he is full health with double buffs. Samdelio, good flash, but it's not gonna matter.
You're about 10 seconds away.
Okay.
I'm at 357, 8, 9, 10.
I'll let you know when I'm 401, 02.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Let me just speed it up for a moment.
Yeah, there you go. Can't you just go live or whatever?
I'm sure there's a live button, but okay, 15, 16, 17.
Still about 4 seconds away. Anyway, Frontlash getting traded on a little bit more, but he already has that Ruby Crystal, so it's gonna be harder for Bounty to try and get in. And unfortunately, Bounty only being able to pick up some boots. Not really getting any stats other than movement speeds at this point.
So you might have to do the play-by-play then, and I'll do that.
That's fine. Like I said.
Although I'm at 46, 47, 48, 49. Am I close?
Yeah, you're actually
okay.
Pretty on par, so.
Cool.
Bounty, not really caring. Trading outright with Frontlash at this point. Courageous charge, but nothing's really gonna. Oh, but a nice.
Good W.
Yeah.
One of the things that Team Great's going to need to play around right now is what's already starting to happen. Samdelio's got himself a fairly large CS. While they're both trading fairly effectively, the difference is Samdelio's getting the last hits in too. And it's just not going the same way for Sir Everett right now.
Yeah, I have to agree. And also, Bounty just looks like he's focusing more on trading with Frontlash rather than actually farming.
Yeah, because the same thing's happening there. You're right. It's about the same amount of a CS lead.
Yeah, he's opting for these trades, and they're working out really well. But Frontlash, a little bit more champion knowledge, and he's actually going to go into the minions. Frontlash could, in fact, try and get something here. No, looks like he's just going to back. But Simplite's actually doing some really good work here, keeping up with Sadistic and farming the bot lane. Again, another really passive lane, so.
Caitlyn lanes pretty well, and you put it with the sustain-based support. Caitlyn can just kind of lane. What are you going to do about it? Like, that's the one thing that, if you're talking about, like, Enchanter-based supports, Jaina's very good, don't get me wrong, but Jaina just doesn't have the same kind of healing in lane, but like a Nami will...
Delio, General Dill coming in the mid lane, getting that gank off. A flashless Sam Delio, unfortunately, takes the brunt of that, and it'll be the kill going towards Lulu. So Lulu, Jungle Lulu, already 2-0 at this point. Maybe that kill would have gone a little bit more better towards Sir Everett's with that 15 farm deficit, but you know, they got the kill. But that's what matters at that point.
And if there's one thing you know though, General Dill's never a bad person to have kills on, no matter what he's playing, because he can figure out a way to carry almost any game on any champion. That's just who he is as a player. Like he's.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Is he gonna go for the Blood Razor?
I mean, if you wanted that much attack speed, you almost have to.
That'll be interesting.
I mean, I guess you could go Warrior, but I think he's going all in on like the on hit.
Yeah, I think so too. So Frontlash already coming back, misses the charge there. Bounty trying to answer back with some more damage, but just not happening. Frontlash already has the Bounty Cinder to Bounty's health crystal at this point.
It just makes the trades tough to win when you're taking that passive damage from the Bounty Cinder. That's why pretty much every tank rushes that first, even if they're in a AP lane matchup. The Bounty Cinder just does so much for you.
Yeah. And interestingly enough as well, Bounty is not going to go for the lethality type Wukong either.
He might be rushing Black Cleaver still.
Yeah. I don't know, in my opinion, lethality is still a little bit better. Oh no, the ultimate is being cancelled.
Yup, that's what I'm talking about, the Steph's presence skin.
Oh, General Dill is here. They could opt to dive this. He does have 6. He could try. Bounty actually taking a lot of damage. Is going down to red buff. Frontlash flashes in, getting the charge. Elliot's looking like he's going to try and get this kill relatively easily. Oh, so waiting for some more on General Dill. Oh, helps the ultimate himself. Oh, General Dill getting the comeback trades as well.
He's just kiting for days. That red buff doing a lot of work to slow Irie on there.
Yeah. So now General Dill boasting a 3-0 scoreline here with the Lulu.
And that was all very... I would say that was all worth until, unfortunately, Irion went down to General Dill there. Because it wasn't 1-for-1 trade, which, I mean, when you're down gold trade, it's never a bad thing.
Sadistic with the snipe on Will Brooks with a super mega death rocket.
And he had flash up too, unfortunately.
Yeah. Honestly, there you have to opt in to try and go into the tri-bush and hope that they don't judge that or they predict that as a support. But yeah, I mean, right now they're already a
1.7.
A 3K lead already. 9
Your math
into the
is
game.
interesting, Sebastian.
My math is being fucking plagued by midterms. I don't want to hear it. Okay, do you know how hard it is to have 4 midterms in the span of 2 days?
I mean, yes.
The brain is fried, man.
No, I hear excuses.
Ooh, getting the charge there by Frontlash. Yeah, Bounty's just not having a good time right now. Sam Dilly actually putting on some good damage there to General Dill. Nice dodge on the light binding. I don't think that's a... yeah. Bounty needs to be careful here. Ooh, but Elliot actually doing good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, the flash. So forces the flash out of General Dill. Not a bad trade. Because Irion's ulti, I don't remember the cooldown on it. It's about a minute and a half. So I mean, in a minute and a half, if you can catch her again, there's no flash.
Yeah, but he didn't. Oh, Sam Dillo flashing in, all-inning Sir Everett's. I think it's gonna take it.
The barrier?
No, the prismatic barrier saved Sir Everett's.
And her summoner spell.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't talk, I can't do math, so we're even.
We're a hot mess this time, folks.
Ooh, that would have been disgusting if he would have landed that on Sam Dilly on the return. Elliot's looking like he's in the bot lane, trying to make something happen. Frontlash is in the bushes. About 3/4 health.
It's not worded. He's about to get face check on the strings. He's gonna go in. Deals a lot of damage. All.
He gets exhausted.
Gets exhausted. He's still going in. The ulti is not up yet. Caitlyn acing the Hulk coming in, but it's not going to deal enough damage through the Janna ult through Monsoon. Arion stepping up again. He might be a little bit out of position.
Oh, it looks like
now.
Flash is actually going down
Autobot's
from
coming
Bounty
in.
as well in the top lane.
So, Wish is going to come out of the Will Brooks from Soraka. The red buff is still ticking, and General Dill will eventually take that kill, and it'll be a one for one trade ultimately
Yeah,
over because of the assists. But a huge turn in that top lane if Bounty's able to have some solo kill pressure on the, like that gives them some side lane pressure to be a win condition.
Elliot missing. Sam Dill looking like he's going to go down. Doesn't have flash because he burns it on the all-in. General Dill is going to try and get this kill, and another kill going off to General Dill. General Dill right now 5-0, 12 minutes into this game with that on-hit Lulu. He is just making plays everywhere.
And yeah, I do think he's going Rageblade because he's got the pickaxe already in, which I believe builds into Rageblade. I can't think of what else he would go with that Rageblade goes into. It could go into Wit's End, I think.
Does it go into Wit's End?
No, Wit's End is just recurve bow and 2 daggers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see where he goes from there.
More fun awaits when out of the jungle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And that big lead that General Dill has is really offset. That Cerberus is a little bit behind on farm. He's down 500 gold right now to Sangrelia. The bulk of that being in the farm difference. But with the lead right now that General Dill has gotten, he can just stay mid lane because his other lanes are doing generally just fine. And we see Frontlash going in for a dive play on the Bounty. He's going to take the tower and says, I don't even care.
Ooh, Jinx Rocket flying through, barely missing.
That would have been a pretty ridiculous handoff there to get a kill over to Sadistic.
Elliot's waiting in the wings right here. I do believe he has ultimate. Frontlash going in for the dive. Elliot unfortunately misses the ultimate. Frontlash is going to have to run for his life. He has the fear proc already going. It not really going to happen. Frontlash knocking both of them up, trying to make something happen. The Wish coming out from the Soraka. Bounty has the mana, but decides to opt out because General Dill is now here. There are 3 in the top lane. General Dill looking for another kill on the Bounty, but no, it's not going to happen. Bounty needed to go all in at that point because Elliot was already dead in that position. So like you can't just save yourself.
And yeah, sure, it might have been a suicide, but you could have at least gotten the kill on Frontlash.
Bounty?
He escaped that with 23, probably less than 23 health because he's been regenerating it a little. He probably escaped that with like 10, 12 health.
Oh, General Dill actually taking a lot of damage from Sangelia. Not going to be enough though. He burns the ignite, but General Dill going to pop his ultimate to stay alive.
Yeah, this is looking tough for Team Great. They're going to need to really find some picks, find some fights where they've outnumbered Team Vi at this point.
I think it's the champions. The champions right now are just going so well into the favor of Team Vi. I mean, you have Poppy that's been able to pretty much cancel the Warwick ultimate every single time.
Absolutely.
With her W, and in the meantime, she's also been able to mitigate a lot of the damage coming out from Wukong as well with the Cloud Strike, I believe it's called. I'm a Wukong player and I don't know this, but Miramon actually doing a lot of damage to the bot lane right now.
Absolutely.
It doesn't really matter.
Who says Janna doesn't deal damage?
And it's really interesting. Look at Bounty's look at his build path right here.
He's going into a dead man's next.
But he hasn't finished off the Black Cleaver.
He's saying I need tank stats now. We need somebody to be a tank because right now Frontlash is in a great position to be a pretty good rock as far as a tank goes. Then his farm's a little bit because he's been fighting the whole time. We're gonna have a 4-man dive potentially coming in bot. The Tornadoes, Hallowgale's gonna miss 5-man bot even. They might just. This is one of those situations where if you're Team Great, you're gonna have to just give up this tower. I know it sucks, but there's so little that you can do against that. The one good thing this does is it leaves Donovan alone a little bit.
Frontlash actually getting the and the Super Mega Death Rocket making it work too. Will Brooks forced the flash. So I'm dealing in a very precarious situation right here. There are 5 members still in this bottom lane. Sir Everett's going for the snipe on Will Brooks, but Will just decided to back instead of
Just
lead.
keep on running.
And I think
Nothing wrong with that.
I do think they're going to be able to take this.
Take the tier 2 also. Because they have Felash here who can just tank this for a little while, and they got heals and shields coming in from everywhere. Shields from Lux, shields from Janna, heals from Lulu, shields from Lulu. It's just a lot. There's so much that is going to enable Frontlash to just constantly be up in the grill of the squishy members of Team Great.
Well, that's accurate.
What?
Nothing. But in any case, yeah, I mean, just
Alright.
trust me, you'll see. So in any case, right now, Team 8 needs to make something happen with this Wukong. I think they need to try and get this mid game rolling, but it's at the same time it's really really hard because they're now looking at a 5k deficit.
I see what you were saying was awkward now.
Yeah,
Technical difficulties suck.
yeah, stuff happens, but it's all good. It's fixed now.
Sadistic is playing really aggressive onto the Will Brooks. Might be able to just get himself a solo kill onto Will Brooks here.
Actually flashes forward.
And flashes for it.
But I mean,
It's one of the. He can.
Yeah, it's the position right now. Look at where Team 8 is right now. Elliot's in the top lane trying to fend off Frontlash on this tower, and no one is around Will Brooks at this point. So it's like they're getting these free pickoffs and these free kills. I mean, without really having anything done to them. There's no map pressure
Right.
from Team 8 right now.
That's right.
It's just really, really bad. Frontlash is already a tanky monster. Elliot's trying to actually trade. Bounty coming out. Frontlash is not going to be able to see him. Spinning to
This is
the
gonna
right
be-
now, and I think Frontlash will actually go down.
Yes.
Yeah, the
It's a
win-
matter of can he take anybody with him. The Wish comes in front, and it's going to be a kill over to Bounty. And it looks like, honestly, there's not too much given up for that, as they're still able. The Jinx Rocket coming in, Super Mega Death Rocket almost going to take out Irion. It's not going to be quite enough damage, as he's going to sit at still 120 health. Definitely enough to give him a scare, though. Monsoon coming out, Miraman to just kind of heal up. His carries allow the siege to continue happening. Do they have enough wave clear here with just Annie and Soraka? I'm not sure if they do.
Oh, Bounty's coming in. Does not
Bounty
have
is here.
ultimate.
He fells
Forces the
in.
Flash.
Forces a flash out of Miraman. Man, my screen is laggy right now.
Is it really?
Yeah. Good damage still coming out of Samdelia, though. Like, he does have the capacity to one-shot some of these squishier targets right now. Given that he has their abilities up.
No,
Gets
gets baited
out.
with the barrier. Sanjay actually
no.
he's gonna go down.
And Sir Everett's thrown ult when he didn't even need it. But again, we're in a situation where they can kind of afford some of these cooldowns missing and using them very aggressively because they have such a big gold lead right now.
Dylan actually going forward. Simplex having to
Dill.
burn. Simplex having to burn heal, but Bounty's here. General Dill does not have any tank items on him right now, so Bounty's
He does
actually
have
doing a lot of damage. Bounty's doing a
Nice
lot of
light
damage
binding
in the
from
backside.
Everett.
Having to flash out. Banana's not going to do enough damage. And Sadistic with another snipe
Oh
with the
my
Super Mega
gosh.
Death Rocket getting another kill.
I'm 90% certain that Death Rocket was destined for Bounty.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that it hit Simplex and
Oh, so Everett's actually going in for a play. So
forces the flash. Nice light binding to hold him in place while Bounty's ulting. Unfortunate.
yeah, really good job there from Sir Everett's not panicking. A lot of mid laners, I know I do it from time to time. They flash out and they believe that they're okay, and they miss the skill shot to be able to really get them out of the situation. But really good job not panicking and really landing the skill shot there. Sam really
flash
actually
is
going
good,
in on
but if you-
front lash, but he's tanky right now. He's not taking a lot of damage.
Although he doesn't have any MR.
Yeah. But it doesn't
That's
matter. The rest of they take out mid lane.
Yeah. That's not an awful trade at this point in the game, though. You need to
Oh, Bounty getting caught by the chompers. Not gonna get ulted by Sir Everett.
good dodge. And the Wish coming out probably didn't need it because Bounty had dodged, but it's never a bad idea to be safe on Sion. Irion's just taking so much damage getting kited by General Dill.
That was a lot of
Honestly.
damage coming out from General Dill. Another Super Mega Death Rocket lands, but not in
What
the
is
target.
cooldown on that thing?
Right now, I think it's boasting
It's
about a minute.
75 seconds cooldown on that.
A minute 15.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he has CDI.
That's gonna be Poppy coming in the fray. Oh, he catches out Sangelia there. Gets ultimate by General Dill. Oh no, he actually didn't.
General Dill ulted himself.
I think that was a little bit of a misplay there. I think he really did want to ult front lash to try and get a lot of the knockup potential.
General Dill is saying, I am the carry, I get mine.
I mean, 7-0, he definitely is.
You're right. And he did wind up going for that Rage Blade. And I think he's going for the Wit's End next, because he's got the Null Magic Mantle. He's got the Dagger. I do believe those are two components. I build the item sometimes, I don't even know what it builds.
Yeah, I think that's Wit's End. That's gonna be
Because you did get some MR from it.
Oh no, Willbrook's getting caught out there for free.
Oof. Going legendary on the jungle.
Yeah, I mean, look at the ward coverage right here from the side of Team Vi. They have well, not every, but they have a lot of coverage there on the blue side jungle of Team Great.
There's very few safe places to walk if you're Team Great. And there's very little ways to contest that vision. But Frontlash just comes up and says, yo, if you want this ward, you're gonna get...
You're gonna get knocked out, yeah.
Right.
Oh, Savage's actually landing the binding on Simplex. Not gonna do anything else. Maybe a Super Mega Death Rocket from Jinx? Oh, it misses.
Again, though, like, they just have so much pressure and so many ways that they can make these kills happen. Whether it's General Dill finding somebody, or whether it's Frontlash catching somebody in position.
Oh, but Elliot's actually going for the dive. Frontlash actually missing the W there to make it.
On the Timber's stun.
They're winning this right now. Bounty on Sadistic.
Weirman's down. Frontlash is in the back line, though.
Yeah.
Redemption goes down to try and help him out a little bit.
Oh, Willbrook's actually looking like he's going to get down as well. And Sangelia gets popped by Dylan.
And he's going to force the flash away from Simplex. He's got his ace in the hole coming out. Frontlash tanks it and almost dies to it. Although I do feel like if Sadistic would have tanked that, he still would have died. So, I mean, all in all, a worth fight. Yeah, sure, you lose your support, but if I'm playing support and I get killed in the beginning of a fight, but my team still takes 4 kills, it's worth, always.
Yeah, I mean, that was... Honestly speaking, that was a worthwhile engage. They killed the Janna early with the ultimate there from Elliot, and they got the pick that they needed. But unfortunately, Bounty went straight in for Sadistic, which is fine. You know, that's something that you're actually supposed to do. But he doesn't have the damage to be able to burst him down. He doesn't have the lethality. He doesn't even have Black Cleaver finished at this point. All he has is a Dead Man's. And meanwhile, on the other side, I mean, she has Runons and IE already, and she's 5-0. You know, so at that point, whenever you're not boasting a really, really huge Wukong with a lot of AD, you can't exactly go for that backline carry. And his ultimate probably would have been a lot more useful in the team fight with Elliot. And General Dill actually doing so much damage right now.
Jeez. That's ridiculous.
But yeah, I mean, if he went tanky early, then that means that he wants to be more team-oriented. So, you know, he has to try and peel for his carries, or at least, you know, knock up as many people as possible with the ultimate to try and get a lot of the benefits. And unfortunately, that was what happened.
And it's tough to play something like a Wukong and even a Warwick, whose jobs are to dive onto the AD carry and kill him. We went into a team with 3 support characters, and you can argue about how supporty is an attack speed on hit Lulu, but there are still shields. There is still that ult coming through, and you got Janna shields to fight through, and you've got Lux shields to fight through. There's so much survivability for Sadistic on this Jinx just by the champions that are surrounding him. And we do see Baron going over to Team Vine. A natural next step on this game, to be completely honest. And it's just going to be a matter of sieging down these turrets.
Yeah, it's a matter of when at this point. Oh, but Everett's actually getting caught out. But you see, it's all that
And that James Soul.
Meanwhile, Urian's going to go down in the back line as well. Very nice ultimate coming out from Lux there, and Bounty trying to do what he can, but ultimately not going to be enough. And Sadistic and General Dill just untouched at that point.
And that's a good pick that San Diego found onto Sir Everett's. And if the gold lead weren't 15k at this point, you might go through with that. You might be able to make that happen.
Yeah,
but it's just too much. And I think we're going to see a GG here in 26 minutes. They all show the Star Guardian back animation. It's going to be 21-6 going over to Team Vi, which does, unfortunately, take Team Great out of playoff contention. As now they cannot catch first team, best team. Although I don't know that that secures first team, best team, because Golden and the Silver Dwarves still have a chance to also fight for that playoff spot. It's just a matter of who ends up taking it. But now we do know it's not going to be Team Great.
Yeah, I mean, just it's one of those things where it's just a lot of honestly speaking, on the side of Team Great, those all were a bunch of weird picks. You know, Lulu Jungle, you can't exactly go around that.
Yeah.
You know, General Dill going into the jungle, so you know you ban out. Well, they didn't even ban out a lot of his. Well, they didn't ban out any of his champions, but you know, it's just the thought process. It's the thought process, and the fact that you know, Team Vi went in with like, hey, we're gonna go for the Star Guardian comp. I mean, you know, there's no real way around it, and it's very unfortunate. But I mean, at the same time, look, Team Great had all the tools to win that game. We saw it a little bit in the mid game, but just a lack of itemization from both the top lane and the support. I mean, Will Brooks, you know, never built Redemption. Ended up opting for the Mikhail's Crucible. Not the worst item, especially against that comp,
Right.
but definitely not what's needed. You know, Elliot doing the best that he can with what he had. You know, unfortunately running into a couple of front lashes W's, just wasn't able to do what he needed. And General Dill with the Lulu Jungle ended up outright countering him in that
Absolutely.
regards. And we saw it there. General Dill being able to counter both Elliot and Sam Delio.
It's just that champion is so good against dive bruisers.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why it was at season 5. We saw a lot of Lulu top play because you saw stuff like Olaf, Darius, being played in the top lane fairly regularly, and Lulu's a pretty good counter to that.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, GG's all around. Really unfortunate, but I'm sure they can come back. They have before, so.
Absolutely. This is going to be the last game for Team Great on the split, and we're going to see what they can do to just go out with a bang. I want to see something fun. I want to see, it's probably not going to happen because it's probably going to get banned, but I want to see Mal's support. I want to see a Riven mid, you know? Like, I want to see some of that stuff that I know these guys have thought about playing. But anyway, get your votes in for player of the game from game 1. The poll is live. And I think when we come back from break, we will the player of the game.
Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and set up this other room, guys, so don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back.